Double time!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 16, technically episode 4 of season 2, but a whole lot of confusing. Either way, welcome back. We are here on a virtual pod again. What are we talking about?
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. Starting off things strong with music video updates. Song is done. I don't remember if we said that last time because I don't think the song was done. Song is now done.
Is that what you decided? That last one is it?
Yeah, last one was it. So I expect the master, Mr. Producer Man. I'm not paying you to sit around. The plan right now is to film the music video this Thursday, so the day after this comes out. I've been going back and forth, though, because we tested it out, me and Cleany. We tested out to see if the music video would be possible. And at the moment, I think that it is not, because it's a little too ambitious for us. However, we're going to try it anyway, because that's what we do. But in a way that's not electric. In a way that is actually trying and actually planning a little bit, because we did actually have the test thing to see if it would work. So hopefully it does. If it doesn't work, I will come up with a different idea for it. The song will still come out this month, obviously. That's not changing. If there's no music video, and that's ultimately what it has to be, then that's what it's going to be. But there's a chance that it'll work, and I hope it does. And that's basically everything that's happening with my song right now. I have everything other than the master. I just haven't decided an exact day yet. And I'll probably wait to upload it until Friday.
If that version has everything you want on it, then that's the master. That has the master chain on it.
I don't have a WAV file. I have the text file.
Oh, okay. Nothing really new with me. Just getting back into the swing of things. I'm learning music theory, unfortunately, online through various sources. So, it's a little rough starting out, but building blocks, hopefully it'll just snowball. I think it will. I learned recently that my Berklee audition will call for that, so I kind of have to, double down my practicing here. I gotta be good at drums and music things. So, and yeah, we got our new mics. These are wireless lav mics, so we're gonna have good audio for basically everything now. Like all the behind the scenes footage, all the quote unquote doc footage is gonna have these puppies, and they sound really good.
Yeah, we tried them out and they were actually crazy.
They're very good. We blasted my studio setup at full volume, electronic house, loud music, and we were talking over them, and they cut out the music pretty well when we were talking, and with subtitles, you'll easily be able to tell what we're saying.
They're good mics. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
you know what? You sound sad.
They're good mics.
What's wrong?
No, I'm tired, and I wanted a podcast earlier so I could get this shit done, so I could be going to sleep right now. Non-derogatory on your end, but just, it is what it is.
Whose fault is that? Not me. Not me. Not my fault. I was sleeping.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we have the Rode mics, or the DJI mics. I'm going to end up calling them the Rode mics, but it just, it's the wireless lav mics. And they're really good. So yeah, we're going to be filming everything as we've said in previous episodes, because we don't want to miss out on another chance to make a sick doc. We have infinite regret on not doing a jelly doc, so we're not taking that chance again. So we upgraded the lav system here, and yeah, they're great. They have good battery life, good sound. They're small. I think they're definitely smaller than the Rode mics, right? Like the Rode versions. Yeah.
From the
these
dimensions I've seen.
Yeah, these are pretty compact, so they're really nice. Yeah, nothing really new with me music wise. Just kind of getting ready to get back in the grind set in September. We're just kind of we're in hibernation mode here. We're amping up. But we thought we'd take it back to some previous episode themes and talk about mental health as creative people.
Woo! Stay healthy, guys.
None of us are having depressive episodes this time, but we've had some conversations recently that we wanted to share. We're going to reiterate those conversations here in a less personal way and just give some advice, because some of our colleagues are going through things that we recently went through as well.
Stop and you might be sad, you guys.
You might be, cool. Yeah, just don't be sad. Just don't think about it.
Not that hard. I don't.
All right, guys. See you on the next one.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching Double Time. I think the first thing we would like to address as creative people who work nonstop, as you know from the first 14 episodes of our podcast talking about Jelly nonstop and how we never had a break. And even with the music I'm working on right now, like it's okay to take a break if you want to take a break. Like we've said, like one of our first episodes, I think we said, like, you're the only person making your deadlines. Like no one at this point, as an independent artist, unless you have, hundreds of thousands of
as
like,
a small independent artist, let's be clear. If you're signed to like somebody, then obviously, but like if you're on your own schedule, this is all like coming from us as people who have 400 followers on TikTok, and like we're just now approaching 10K streams on our entire discography.
Yeah, like
but hey, kind of cool either way. But you know what I mean. Hey.
Yeah, as a small artist, there's like no better time to take time for yourself because there's no rush right now. You don't need to force things to happen because you think they need to happen, because they don't. If you think that this is the thing that changes my career, yes, but it doesn't have to be right this second. What's making it right this second? Unless you're releasing like a Christmas album, that one you kind of have to hit deadlines for that. But if you're just like doing music, if you're doing anything, you don't have to hit your own personal deadlines. And the only person you're like hurting by making them in the first place is yourself. I can say this as someone who made a deadline for myself on this like new music project. I'm the one who has to keep like going overtime to hit these deadlines, when it would be so much easier to just say like, give me another month and let me make it even better than it like needs to be. And I'm not saying my things are not good, but if I had an extra month, it would make it a lot easier. I wouldn't have to stress myself out so much every day trying to hit my own deadlines. So, with all that being said, just take some time off, man. It's not good to be in overdrive all the time. You'll burn yourself out, and then you'll just be working for nothing. Your work will be so much better if you take the time to fix your brain and be happy. That's not a good way of phrasing that, but that's the way I'm keeping it.
Well, yeah, like basically like that album or that song or that movie or that novel or whatever this is like anything, like this applies to anything and anyone who makes things. That project is going to be in the exact same spot it is in 2 weeks, in 2 months, in 2 years, however long you take off. It's not going to change, or like, especially if it's unreleased. Like if it's like a new, like it's never seen the light of day, like you're working on it to put it out for the first time, like no one knows it exists unless you've like publicly announced it. Even if you have announced it, like if you're saying, oh, I'm working on X, like I don't, like even if you have to delay a deadline that you've publicly stated, like that's gonna make it better in the long run. Like it's, and if people are mad at you for that, like if your audience is mad at you for that or doesn't understand, like, maybe don't say this to them, but just like internally think, like, do they want a crappy outcome, or do they want it a good outcome or a great outcome and have it be a couple weeks later? Like you can't really run on fumes and expect to be at that same level of output and creativity and polish. Like it's not going to happen, and that's okay.
I mean, yeah, like, and you know your limits better than anyone else, pointing to you as the audience, not you as in Noah Strikes.
Yeah.
But like, if I didn't know that I was capable of getting everything done on time, I would delay my project more than it already has been delayed. Like I just know me, myself, and I can get this done on time. I'm in a good space to get it done on time. I'm not burnt out right now. I'm not falling as behind as I thought I would be. Like I know I can still get things done. If I wasn't at that point, I wouldn't still be promising that things would be happening when they're supposed to be happening. I would just do the delay, because at the end of the day, that would make things better. If you think that you have to hit this deadline because this is going to be this is the starting point for your career. If that's what you think and you release something that's not where you want it to be, it's not going to be as good of a starting off point as it could be. Like, why not just delay it so your starting point is as good as you want it to be? I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. But don't let out subpar work.
That's a good way of thinking about it. It's like, if you're holding yourself to this high standard of productivity and perfection and polish, and you're starting to feel guilty at yourself for not reaching those standards, like during the creation process, like, that's gonna show when it comes time to deliver. So unless you're fully ready and unless your project is fully ready, like, it's literally just not worth it to try to squeeze that last bit of juice out when all the juice is already gone. Like, you're only gonna get so many drops. You just gotta recharge. Take some time off. Go outside. Drink some water. Get off your phone. Yeah. Well, no, like, literally though, like, when you wake up, don't do this for 4 hours and
unless
then
you're marketing.
Be like, yeah. But you know what I mean? Don't do that for 4 hours and then be like, oh, there goes 4 hours. Oh, I'm so unproductive. Like, no, like, get up, drink some water, go outside. Like, you can either spend time, like, under the umbrella of not working on your project. Are you doing things that better yourself or things that dig yourself deeper into that hole? This for 4 hours, unless you're marketing, is digging yourself deeper into that hole. But refreshing your brain and changing your environment and moving your body is gonna, like, change. It's gonna break the pattern. That's all this is breaking the pattern. Because as creatives and, like, borderline workaholics, at least I am, like, it's pattern every day of work, create, output. Like, you just got to break the pattern and, like, recharge.
Yeah, and I think, like, something that people don't notice, especially as me being a people pleaser, like the general public is much more understanding than we give them credit for. Like, and I'm back to talking about, like, having to delay something. People oftentimes, they'll understand if you have to delay something, like, that at the end of the day, it's going to make it better. Like, I feel like, at least me as an audience, I would much rather have something delayed if it means it'll be better rather than just someone. I don't care if someone meets a deadline. Why do I care? Like, yeah, I want something as soon as possible, but, like, I'd rather it be better. And I feel like that is the consensus for, like, the general audience, like, just a general audience. They will understand. And just be transparent. If you have to delay something, like, talk about it. Don't just be like, delaying because I feel like delaying, don't ask me about it, I'm out. Like, if you are just clear about your intentions, like, people get it. Don't be so hard on yourself and think that the world's against me. If I don't meet deadlines this time, I never will in my entire life. It's over for me. I have to do this to prove something to myself. No, you don't.
Especially if you're starting out, like, cut yourself some slack. Like, if you're doing this, like, or anything really creative to the level that you want, and you're doing it sort of alone, kind of like how Ryan and I are. Like, we don't have, like, a big man up top telling us what to do and, like, what moves to make and what song to release when. Like, this is all just, like, us. Like, yeah, we have help from friends, obviously, like, getting stuff done, but, like, you know what I mean? There's no veteran in our group that's like, this is how you do this and this is when to do this. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just relax. So, like,
literally that.
Just, like,
chill out.
You just break the pattern, and when that project is ready to come out, it comes out, and that's hopefully when it does, it's where you're wanting it to be. And if that takes a 2-week vacation of you taking bike rides or going for runs or hanging out with family, so be it. Like, who cares?
Yeah, take it from us. We take breaks all the time, and it actually helps, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it sets us behind, but, like, we'd be more behind if we never took the break to begin with, because we'd be not performing at the level that we could be.
Exactly. Like, you can't expect to go 60 miles per hour on fumes. Like, you're just not going to.
Yeah.
Like, I know it kind of flew under the radar, but we had intended for a song to come out like a month after Jelly Deluxe came out. Less than a month. It was like 2 weeks. And that didn't happen because it wasn't ready. It was going to be shit if we even tried to make it a listenable song. So we decided to push it to next summer because it's what would make the project better. Serve the project. Don't let the project serve you. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but like, don't be a slave to the project. Like, it's your project. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if we were like, oh, I have to stay up till 2 tonight and I have work in 3 hours. I have to write sounds. Like, no, like, you know what I mean?
I do that sometimes, but I know what you mean. Don't do that.
Well, but if you were like, you know,
like every single night, yeah. Like,
yeah,
here's the thing.
Like,
if
I have to get it out. Yeah. It's on the calendar. Like, no.
Yeah. If we released every single thing we were supposed to release when we originally intended, it would be so awful. The things we would release would be so bad.
Here's a fun fact. Jelly, the album, its original release date was in October 2021. It released May of 2022.
It was supposed to release before Stars, the first single, came out. So
yeah. Stars came out November 5th.
So yeah.
And we had intended for the album to come out like in the 20s in October. So like, and hey, every song's a hit. Hey, would it have been like that if we made it in 3 months? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And even then, we were still burnt out by it. So like, just figure it out. I don't know.
I mean, and these are things that take time. It's not just like you're gonna wake up one day and be like, I know exactly how long I need to take a break or how long I should push this off. Like, this is we're speaking from like years and years of experience now, and we still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like it's different for everybody, but you got to take the time to figure out what your process is.
Yeah, and don't limit yourself on those breaks either. Like Ryan was saying, like don't be like I only have 2 weeks to relax. Like no, just relax until you're ready to get back in it. Like how we are starting to get back into it. Like we have the next like 4. Well, we have a lot more mapped out than the next 4 months, but I'm gonna say we have the next 4 months mapped out, and like we're starting to, and we're starting to get back into it. And I think if we would have kept going and tried to squeeze out Sounds Like Summer and just put out whatever that would have been,
and
adapt and original drop dates for Ryan's music, like we would be just like we would have no downtime. It would just be like literal full steam ahead for like more than a year, which would not, that would be
and
the
we also
end.
just like wouldn't be happy right now. Like we're doing music as a hobby, like, and if you don't want to hate your hobby, chill out. I don't want to hate doing music, so I'm gonna give myself the time to take a break from it. Yeah, because if you force yourself to do it, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, and until it can be looked at as a sustainable job or something blows up and you get signed to Epic Records or whatever, it shouldn't be your job. It should be your hobby that you can take seriously and you can put a lot of time into and be really passionate about, but it shouldn't be eating you alive.
Yeah, like, just because it's your hobby and it's not your job doesn't mean you don't take it seriously. We take it very seriously. We probably take it too seriously. But we're still doing it because it's fun and because we want to do it. And if we keep pushing ourselves to work when we don't want to, we're going to end up hating it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not hate it, personally. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would, yeah.
I know you were thinking about hating it, but just I was just saying, I was wondering.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, just let it go. Yeah, relax. And stream Jelly while you're at it.
Final thoughts on this. If you want our biggest example of pushing something off because it's for the best, we have a current album in the works, I say in quotation marks, that, like, at this point, I think it's been pushed off at least 5 years into the future from the original date it was supposed to be. And that's
who knows, it could be longer.
Yeah, it probably will end up being longer, but that's because we have such a specific plan for it, and we want it to be the best thing it could possibly be, so we're taking the time for that. Like 4 years, that's an insane amount of time, but we know how long it would take us.
And don't take that the wrong way. Like, it's not like we're not releasing an album for another 4 years. It's just this specific project, like, it's been delayed like dozens of times to the point now where it's like 5-6 years in the future.
delay
There
it
will
that
be
long if it
albums
wants
coming
to go.
out before then, but
Yes,
just
there
this
will be.
specific project.
So, yeah, take it from us. You can delay things. It's good for you, I think. It's yeah.
If you need it, it's good for you. If you're a powerhouse and you can be, if you can do that for years on end, go ahead. Like, more power to you.
If you don't need a break, then you don't need to take one. I would recommend it anyway, because sometimes it's nice.
Yeah. If you're dreading opening up Logic or opening up Microsoft Word, or just if you're dreading continuation of the process, relax.
Relax. Unless it's your
Start
job,
relaxing.
if it's not your job and you're not working for deadlines for another person, chill out. Chill out.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Trust me. And with that, we thank you for watching the 16th episode of everyone's favorite musical podcast. And we'll see you next time when we talk about probably something else behind the scenes, because we're still in August after all. I will hopefully be talking about pre-saving my song and the music video that went incredibly well. And we'll see you guys next
That's
week
right.
on everyone's favorite podcast starring Double Envision from Double Vision, Ryan Rain and Noah Strikes. Double time!